from
Seattle.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both went to the same college.
Yeah.
We started writing projects together, and then
Yeah, once we were here, I guess, yeah.
and then we just started hanging out a lot. Or I guess we were already hanging out a
Yeah.
lot.
It's kind of a lot of accidents. I mean, we tried, is what we tried to do. It worked, so it was just an idea that we had. Put it into motion, and it took care of itself from there.
Yeah,
Library.
so it started mostly as like a space for people, specifically people who liked books, to come together and share those books and like talk about those books or
Yeah.
read from those books.
It didn't start much different. Like, nothing's really changed, though. We're still doing the same thing. It was always a library and a reading room and a event space. So we're still doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good distinction to make, but also a library means that you can take those books home and have that personal reading experience. And so we can offer a library in the regards that we lend out books to people and books that you can't always find everywhere else.
I mean, the physical space aspect is something we were interested in, because reading is sort of a personal thing. So if you create a space where people who read converge, there's not a lot of places like that.
We just kind of threw it together.
Yeah, it just happened.
And then
I feel like our vision was exactly what we did, basically.
yeah,
It was just lucky that it worked, because we didn't know if it was going to work.
just kind of allowed it to grow on its own.
We've just found it all on the street, basically. Yeah, pretty much. There's nothing else. Someone gave us those, and someone gave us the couch, but everything else we found in the building or on the street. A lot of milk crates and pieces of wood just patched together.
Because we get stuff in the mail. People send us their books when they're doing a reading here. They usually donate their books. And then there's still other outside patrons who bring in their own.
Yeah, we had like 700 books when we started, so it's gotten bigger, 7 times bigger. We only accept small press and independent stuff, so that's the stuff that's coming in the mail. But we don't solicit it. People just send it. So yeah, it just shows up. I mean, there might
It doesn't matter to us.
There might be things that show up that we don't want, but usually it's stuff that we want.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
both. Like, the average reader will find things that are brand new to them, but I think what this space is a place for the small press community, and so a lot of those people know each other, read each other, have interacted with them in some way, and so for them to look up on the wall and see all their friends' works is really cool and like a special feeling for them, I'm sure.
Even those people, though, will find stuff that they didn't know about. You can't know everything. Just the small press books, those are organized by the publisher. But everything else is kind of mixed up. Because specialize in the small press stuff, so we keep that stuff pretty organized, but the other stuff is just kind of like, there's good books, but you have to look through them.
Oh, we still both work. We both have full-time jobs.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
I work I'm a fishmonger, cut fish, sell fish.
I work at a literary nonprofit agency in Midtown, and I manage their library and their bookstore, so it's a pretty easy transition.
Yeah, it just means that I have 3 days off a week from work, and then I'm here all of those days, and then I guess Matt's here
All the
the 2
weekends.
days that he's off, but we're usually both here.
Yeah, but we also
Every night
have
that we
help.
have an event.
Like that guy in the jean jacket is Eric Nelson, and he comes in on Sundays and helps. He volunteers. So I mean, we do have extra help, but it's mostly us every day.
Well, we write.
Yeah. So we're both writers.
Yeah, I
Poem.
do like visual art sometimes. Play music.
But this, in terms of like an object that's created, we haven't done that since doing this. This kind of
Yeah, I mean,
takes
this
up
is the
all
thing,
of our
but
time.
I don't have any other times.
Yeah.
This is all the time. I guess we moved into a bigger space and we have more books, but it's still the amount of people involved at any given time is like still really pretty small. People who are actively kind of around all the time. We want the library to keep going.
Yeah. We just want to focus attention on small press books. We think those are important, and we want people to read them.
Ebooks.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, they're weightless.
Yeah.
I read something recently though about how they can censor them really easily and change the words around because it's just a digital file and you wouldn't know reading it if there wasn't a disclaimer. And I don't know if they have to write that
Who
disclaimer.
changes it?
The publisher or like the digital content medium.
I haven't
So-
heard about that.
So it makes sense though.
Yeah.
You could do it really easily. So books they're still going to be around.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
gonna
there's
make
a
a
threat
prediction.
or like a conflict between ebooks and books, really. Unless you're talking about sales. But we don't really care about sales. It's really more about the work. So,
Yellow Pages happened because we were really excited about books. And we thought, why keep our books in our rooms? Let's share these, get people reading them. Because everyone has books in their room that they can't read all the time. So why not make a room available that everyone can share their
yeah,
books?
it's more of like a lending library idea. But then we decided that it'd be a little more formulated after that, so we decided to make it like a true library where you'd have to check books out and return them. That seemed a little more, we could keep a hold over that a little bit better. No,
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I had a painting studio that I was working in, and it was smaller than this, much smaller, but we started it in there. So I already had the space, and then we just started it in there, which it wasn't big enough. But
Just invited friends.
it was just like what we had. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I mean,
we use
had
the internet a
we
lot.
had like a opening party, and it wasn't just our friends. There was a lot of people we didn't know there.
Well, you can hold. I don't know. There's something about having a physical object. Like, I don't know. There's one thing to. I'm gonna make this really dumb comparison. You could have a pet, like a real thing that you can like take care of and feed, or you or you could have a Tamagotchi. You can feed it, but I don't know. There's some sort of physical connection that you can make with
You
an
can
object.
attach
that,
more
like,
sentimental value to an object.
and there's many cool things that you can do with a digital book, like hyperlinks and crazy GIFs or whatever. But like if you think of the book as an art object, a lot of these small press, in particular, books are so well designed and like so thought out of as an object that that it wouldn't translate exactly into a digital.
It's just a completely different format. It's like with a book, you could have notes in it or things that you forgot about, and you could find them later, and it'll remind you of the first time you read that book, or it just has a little bit more physical, like reality sort of meaning.
Like what we do is very specific, and it happened in a very happenstance way. But this sort of sharing of your books can happen anywhere. It's sizable, and that.
Or if you have another idea that seems like very specific and is only going to be useful to a small amount of people, I mean, we didn't really know what kind of purpose our library would serve, and then we started it, and it was a surprise to see how many people actually wanted it. So I think a message would be like, if you have an idea,
Do
you
it.
can be surprised, but you actually have to try.
We don't have a lot of money, so if
We have all the books I've ever wanted to read are here. So we have to buy them, so we can read them.
you're talking about in general,
In
like
general, in your life.
you want us to say we
personal.
buy DIY stuff.
You can't
And-
tell us what to say.
Yeah, I mean, like if we go to a zine fest, I mean, it's just about where you go, like where you shop. Even if you can't shop, you have
Yeah, I
a
mean,
body
I still
inside
love
it.
going to used bookstores. And they're local, whatever that means.
I would
local
much
to where I live.
rather buy something that was handmade, or like
Yeah, for sure.
I could see the person who had designed or figured
I mean,
out.
I've bought books at Barnes & Noble before. But that's only in a situation where there's no other options. But like around here, there's bookstores everywhere. And it's like, just maybe as potential friends or like influences. We'll have readings like tonight, and I don't know all of the people who are reading, but I'll probably meet them, and I'll be able to listen to what their work is like. But yeah, definitely not as customers, because I mean we don't have any. There's nothing for sale, so we've never been able to look at people as customers, which I think is good.
You don't pick up the books for specific people, right? Just for anyone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, just for anyone who reads.
yeah. Anyone who comes here can become a member.
There's no demographic that we are like targeting. We don't picture like our ideal person.
Yeah.
Everyone is the ideal.
From young to old.
Yeah, we get them all.
Yeah, all kinds of different people.